accomplished, and then from there we move into business, right? We move into business and being able to find out what it is that is drawing them to buy a home. And now we're moving into time frames. We're moving into the budgets. We're moving into finding out what it is that's going to help them decide to move forward with purchasing a home. Because, like I mentioned to you earlier, it doesn't matter how great the home is. It doesn't matter how beautiful the home is if it's not in their budget. And obviously, you guys have lot rent to take into consideration. Remember, when we're speaking about budgets, we're talking about payments, including that that site rent. Always, because you can't sell the house without the site. So the site rent will always be a part of it. Now, obviously, when you have people that are buying cash, it's the only monthly investment, obviously above and beyond their taxes and insurance, right, is going to be that site rent. So we want to make sure that we're helping them make the best decision possible. And so now, as we continue on here, and we're trying to figure out what it is that they're looking for, okay. The next question after finding out why they're trying to buy a home is time frame. We want to make sure that we've got these people moving forward, that they're ready to go. Obviously, we get those people that say, well, you know, I'm a 6 months, I'm a year away. We're 2 years into it. We're doing our research, whatever it may be. And so we want to make sure that we are not letting that sway us. Understand, you guys already know a lot of times this is just their way of keeping you at bay. This is their way of being able to slow you down, all right? And hopefully accomplish their goal of you just taking your foot off the gas, right? And not really being intentional about it. So we don't want to do that. However, when we go into, you see here, as far as when you see yourself living in a new home, we're wanting to find out what would keep the clients from moving in the next 30 to 60 days. Hopefully no later than that, right? Your homes are already there. They're already in the community. They're ready to go. Realistically, especially for those cash buyers, your buyer should be moving in a matter of a few weeks. But at the same time, especially for those of you when you're dealing with those folks that are coming in from out of state, you get all those calls, right? And so you want to be able to find out, is there a way that I can help or maneuver where this buyer will move forward with the purchase, even if they don't move in, maybe they live out of state still, or this is going to be something that they're using for the winter months, right? But you want to get the transaction done in the next 30 to 60 days. So we want to find out what's that. And if they're talking about 6 months to a year to 2 years, well, why then? What's going to change in 6 months? What's going to change in a year or 2 years? Want to be able to find that out and get into the bottom of it so that you're able to